Ops 4, so now I can play whatever I want. Maybe I'll go back to zombies later, if anybody joins and they want me to play zombies. Just multiplayer instead. I'm working on leveling this thing up a little bit every once in a while on particular maps, just to get that stuff. So let's see if I wanted to get rid of these 4. Replace it with 3, and then I'll go do that. So, yeah. Alright. I got this class for the hell of it, since I became level 55. It's my level 55 class. Got a knife. I don't know how to change this. We're online. Oh well, shout out to this guy, I guess. He's alive a lot, so. Score streaks, RCXG care package, sentry gun. Standard. My standard. And I'm also working on getting the cordite. Rolling that up. Because, I really like the belt feeder, which I've played in zombies custom games, of course. Hey, how the hell are ya? Gonna play some Black Ops 4 multiplayer with some annoying people.
Good to go. Team deathmatch. Black Ops control the AoE.
Ready to launch system.
Sensor going live. Hope you brought SPF.
I'm gonna activate my reactor core.
Enemy UAV above. Net call. Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
kill.
How did I not die? There we go.
Be advised, hostile attack deploy beacon active.
Expired.
They're done. Thank you.
Water.
It's on my mark.
What's the problem with this gun? That's my difference.
Annihilator.
Stuff. How? I guess that was... Oh, we got... Oh, what's this?
Hellstorm launch. What
Oh, no, we
position?
got Elfbook.
Sensors on your way.
Maybe I should just...
Tracking enemy sniper's nest overhead. Hostile attack deploy beacon online. Marking care package LZ. Bruin requesting UAV tasking.
Wow. Sitting there waiting. Didn't see him.
No medals for second place. Get to work.
Let me drop this.
Enemy UAV above.
Never played this one.
Firing for effect.
Enemy RCXD in your AO. Mission failed. Survivors to designated exfil zones.
Done. Hostile down.
Gonna get out for a second. See if I can start a party just so that way I'm not in a game chat. Bobson. Oh crap, they're in a party? Yeah, join later. There we go. I'm really rusty. I should really work on some stuff. Why do I still have the cosmic device up there? My dad must have forgot to change that out. Let's see, FMJ. Rapid fire, perfect. Perfect for that gun. Why put on an equipment charge? I want a stim shot. Stim shot is love, stim shot is life. Maybe I'll keep that. Make this my sniper class, maybe. I don't really use the sniper that much at all. There's not really anything else I could put on here, huh? What to play, what to play. A lot of jerks on domination. Need to play some. Oh yeah, it's really sucky that there's no campaign. I'm like actually really upset about that. Like that was tradition, man. Every single Call of Duty game had a campaign that I know of. Call of Duty 3 I had. Black Ops 1, that was my first Call of Duty game. 2, Modern Warfare, everything. And now, just Special HQ. I mean, I understand that they have a story here, but I mean, they tease Woods and Mason and all this crap. And when I saw this, like, when I was first installing the game, and I could only play Blackout, I was like, hey, let's see some characters. And then I saw Mason, Woods, Reznov, and they had character models, and I was so excited. I was way too excited. I was also surprised they didn't have Bowman, but still, I was so excited. And then, like, I wonder if the campaign's coming last or something, and Flarty this, Flarty that. And, turns out it was all a huge friggin' lie. Special HQ, is that the, is that it? Is that the campaign? I go in here, instantly, like play tutorial, whatever the hell, skirmish. Then I see the specialist, I'm like, what the hell is this? And it says dossier progress. Like, okay, maybe if I play some of these guys, I'll unlock a level for each or something. You know, so I did the first guy and nothing. Like, okay, I just unlocked little bits and pieces of story. And you know what? It wouldn't be as bad if they weren't like under a minute long for each. Some of them, and plus, like a lot of them are just her dreaming or some crap like that. I mean, come on. And then they have this huge thing at the end, like, and all this shall be, blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I complete every single one, they'll give me one level at the end, one playable level. I don't care if it was part of Black Ops 3 campaign, I don't care if it was part of Black Ops 1 or 2. I didn't care if it was freaking Modern Warfare Remastered or something totally different. I just wanted one level of campaign. Just one, and I would have been satisfied. But no. Just this longer than average, which is still over a little bit over a minute story. Then it's You in the Box, where they show Woods and freaking Catatonic Mason talking about Verkuda. Cause that was a whole thing in Black Ops 1. And, I mean, Jesus. Supposed to piece the story together. Use all this intel and crap. I'm not gonna bother with this. Maybe if the intel unlocked stuff other than audio things. But it doesn't. And I'm just done with that. And freaking Blackout, that was probably the only reason why. That was probably the only reason why there is no campaign, because they focused on Blackout so much. Because freaking Fortnite ruined that everything. PUBG wasn't bad, it was its own game, it was unique. Fortnite came along, and it ruined the franchise. It's gonna ruin Easter, I know that. It ruined children, it ruined the internet. Ruined everything, just ruined people in my life. And Black Ops 4 wanted to get with the times. I can understand that. I enjoy a game of duos every now and then. But the fact that they have this instead of a campaign just doesn't sit with me. Zombies, I like zombies. I really like zombies. Coliseum's pretty cool. They got their own thing going on. I love Blood of the Dead. It's all good things there. But still can't believe it. I still have memories of the Black Ops 1 campaign. I remember the first ever time I played it. I got my dad played it, I guess, before I did. I was 7, and just out of nowhere, I was dropped in the middle of that scene, or that gameplay, while I was on the plane with the gun mount, and I just had to shoot everybody, and I had to get in that tank and just clear the runway. And I remember that. And I'm like, I really like this. This is cool. You know? And being the little badass I was, I decided to play the entire game on veteran mode. And it was fun. It was a wonderful story that I loved. It was great. I loved it. I don't know what else to say. It was pure genius. To me, at least. I still think it has one of the best campaigns in history. And I remember Fukuda most of all. And I remember how long I spent doing that map on veteran mode. I spent a month. I spent a whole month playing that map on veteran. The most difficult part for me wasn't pushing the minecart, whatever. It wasn't clearing the towers. It wasn't breaking out initially. The hardest, the ending was great. That wasn't the hardest part either. On the motorcycles, that was great. The hardest part had to have been when Reznov was opening up the armory door with the blowtorch to get the minigun, and you had to help him out. You may have been the only person, I think, at the end at least. You're the only person, and you had to hold up against an entire prison of guards. That took so long. But I was so happy when I did it. I was so proud of myself. And I loved it. Then tear gas came along, and then I got on the motorcycles, and that was a joyride. That was pretty cool. I played that. I loved it. Having the shotgun like that. I really liked that. The rest was a breeze, more or less. There were some levels where I had some hard times, but for the most part, it was easy. The only other map that gave me trouble, I can't even remember the name of it. It was when you're by yourself, and you thought you saw Reznov, I think it was, and you had to stealth your way around an entire place. Because normally I went in guns blazing, and it was great. It was fantastic. Because you had options. Rakud was my favorite. Another favorite was when you played as Reznov. Fighting. That was another favorite. Black Ops 2. Mason was there. He had a family. Woods was there. He was alive. Maybe beaten up. Maybe not okay mentally. But alive. I was upset when they killed Bowman in the first one. And then I thought that Woods died. In that explosion, killing that guy. But he didn't. He didn't die. I was so happy. I was so happy when I found out he was actually alive. And I played through that. That was good. And now, since I was older and more terrible, since I haven't played in a while, I wasn't able to beat the campaign on Veteran. It had to be regular or recruit. I can't remember which. It was probably recruit. I played recruit there on out, but campaigns, they were an amazing part of Call of Duty history just growing up. 3, it wasn't the greatest campaign. It really wasn't, but it was interesting to me. Because, 1, you could play with your friends, but that wasn't really it. It was interesting because you had options to create your own class that you can go in with. Make this amazing class. You could have whatever exotype you wanted. And I enjoyed that about it. I remember playing the simulators, the games, Zombie Arcade, Mike's on. I remember that, and it was amazing. Everything had secrets, but that's just why I'm upset. Also, it was a huge mind F finding out when it says that Mason is in 4, like he's in Black Ops 4. Reznov isn't, even though he's a character in Blackout. So I'm like, oh wow, so that means there must be some kind of story. You know what I mean? And I was so happy. And they included him with this. This tiny little thing. Don't worry, it doesn't really spoil much of anything if it does. If it does, if it does, I haven't realized. And if it does, then I'm sorry. Watch at your own risk.
Thanks. Gola. Sorry, kid. No. It's you in the box.
Always been you. Don't black out, man. I'm on it.
That. I think that's Mason anyway. I'm sure it's Mason. Like 99% sure that's Mason. I'm so happy. So happy. The fact that they decided to get off of that bad phase during 3 and get back on what was finished after 2. Maybe Mason's legacy, maybe even what happens before everything, like how they met, stuff like that. If it was anything like that, my God, I would have cried. I would have genuinely cried because of how happy I would have been. But unless they decide to have some DLC where they add a story, a playable story. You know what they could do? Once you play everything? Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. Once you play all the specialists, play their skirmishes, and you win, and do the tutorials, everything. Maybe not the stars, but once you finish all the story stuff, once you get all of these, you should be able to play a campaign after that. Where you fight against the blonde. And you could choose what specialist you want to go into a game in. And there will be a bunch of CPU specialists around you. And all that. I would love that. I would love that a lot. But probably not going to happen. Since that's going to be its whole thing in of itself. Because these games take a long time to make. That's why it took them so long to react to Advanced Warfare. Like how everyone hated the exosuits and crap like that. Black Ops 3 was already in the works. They didn't really have time to change much. I'm sure they made it a little less advanced, but, you know. But still, it was more advanced. And Infinite Warfare. That was Infinite Warfare, so. Friggin' the thing, whatever it is. The cover car, whatever the thing is. That looked like something from Mass Effect. So it just had to be futuristic. But it could have been worse, I suppose. Infinite Warfare, I feel Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare are the worst in my opinion. Some people liked them. I liked the Advanced Warfare zombies. Well, I'm actually think I'm gonna go join up with some friends, play some games with them. Well, thanks for listening to Mun Rants. It was fun. I'll see you guys later, I think. See ya.